How's it going, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to stream. Yeah, how's it going? How's everyone's Tuesday? I hope everybody had a good Tuesday. Hope everyone had a good day, and I hope everyone enjoys the stream tonight. We're playing Scrimshaw, which I have no idea what it's about or anything that's going on with it, but it was one of the very first games recommended to me when I added the game recommendation channel. I've done my best to add a lot of the games at least to my wish list. I don't have all of them, but I do want to play most of them at some point. I've played a few of them. Like, I played Before Your Eyes, I played Alien Isolation was technically one of those recommended ones. But yeah, if you guys ever want to recommend a game for me to play, absolutely throw it in there. I can't guarantee it'll be like soon when I play it. But yeah, if you put it in there, it's definitely something I check out and put on my list. And then if it's like, oh, it doesn't always make it into the final round, like, oh, I'm gonna buy this, because it literally just depends on when I'm looking at it, whether I'm like, ah, today's the day, or nah, not today, not today. I haven't been on a buy streak in a while for games, so I'm pretty happy with myself. I've been slowly working through games on Steam. I think my stream game to play thing list is down to 120, I think, games, which is super cool and super awesome. And then other big news, of course, this Sunday I'm streaming for 18 hours. We're doing an 18-hour fundraising stream. I have a very close friend whose cat needs a very expensive teeth surgery, so we're going to be raising some money for that. Of course, there are little incentives for you personally, as well as incentives for the community. Of course, if you cannot donate, that is totally a-okay. If everyone who just wants to kind of hang out and chill and all that, I'd be happy to. I am gonna kind of come up with a list of things that are gonna be happening. I should probably do it tomorrow. Thursday's busy. I got a lot of stuff going on Thursday. One of those things being community night. I didn't accidentally. On your phone, you can't set the amount of time for the poll, and I forgot to do it on my computer before I went to bed, so I did it this morning. So technically the poll closes early, but I will keep it open. I'll just open another poll. The votes will still be the same. Like, if I see you voted twice, I'll just add it. I realized afterwards, I'm like, oh shit, I can only do 24 hours after I already hit send, and I was like, well. We'll see. If it's like overwhelmingly winning already by the time it ends, because I think it ends tomorrow morning at some point. We'll see. We'll kind of play it by ear. But yeah. So that's all the crazy stuff going on over here. That's about it. Like I said, nothing too crazy. Before stream today, I was trying to look up the long coffin dance, and I couldn't find any immediate audios to grab, like very quick ones, just to add quickly to stream. But I do still want to add that, which would be good. But yeah. Like I said, I don't really know anything about the game we're going to be playing today. Like, I got this recommended like over a year or two ago when I got this game recommended to me. So I'm kind of excited to play it because I have no idea what to expect. It looks like it might be a visual novel. But we'll see what happens. We'll pretty much hop right into it, I think. I don't think there's anything else really going on. Anything too crazy happening. I mean, there's always a little bit of crazy, but not that much crazy, you know? And here it is. This is Scrimshaw Part 1. I don't know if there's a Part 2 out or anything, like, I don't know. Just have to hop in and see what happens. So I'm pretty sure this is visual novel. I feel like I've been doing a lot of visual novels lately, which is fine. I like visual novels, but goddamn. I got my water here ready just in case. I've been like kinda coughing all day. I don't think I'm getting sick. I felt like I've got a lot of dust and like junk in my throat. So I'm just like, I need to clean it out. So hopefully I'm not getting sick. I hope not. I hope not. I sincerely hope so. But anyways. Let's get this show on the road and see what happens. Left. Okay, H to high. When you see this icon. Okay. So Scrimshaw is a linear read, but there are information tangents to explore. Text of different color can be clicked to learn more about a subject. Rudolph, legal counsel. Okay. This is a work of fiction. Names, characters, businesses, places, and most of the signs are either products of the author's imagination or used in fictitious manner. I think I missed some of the... It says something about orange text, right? Wait. Yeah, I wanna... Uh-oh, I didn't mean to completely close out the game. Oh no. Let me open it again. Don't mind. Why can you guys even see that? Oh. Let's have that on. I just want to make sure that I get the instructions properly, because it did look like there was a second thing. I thought I had to click on it. And there, that's for that. Scrimshaw part 1. We're gonna show there we go. There we go. Why is it so quiet? Why is it so quiet? Okay. So text of different color can be clicked, so... Okay, so those are the different ones. Okay. Yeah, you're actually the one that recommended this one, Doom, and it's been a long time since it was recommended, but we're finally getting to it. I have no audio on my end as well, so I'm just kind of like... assuming it's supposed to be quiet right now. Oh, there we go. I hear audio. Pending clearance, admin region, Studio Mongoose, Corporation for Earth Media, 33.4 SPS. Okay. Corporation for Earth Media, let's go.
The Corporation for Earth Media is proud to present this educational program.
I wasn't expecting voiceover.
Produced in conjunction with the frontier scientists, engineers, and artists of the Kronos 7 expedition.
Can I turn up just the audio for the speaking, I think. Viewers
South
like
Scrimshaw
you.
is made possible through the support of viewers like you.
I don't even know what South Scrimshaw is.
Thank you.
What is South Scrimshaw? Chapter 1, Birth. Okay. Oh, you don't think it's horror? That's fine. It's fine if it's not a horror game. We're playing it anyways.
Hot sunlight shines through the veined membrane of an aquatic egg.
I literally said I wasn't sure what in the world we were getting into because I don't think I even read the description when I got the game. I just kind of picked it up and was like, this one was on the list of things I needed to check out, and then I got it, and then now we're here. I do have what's your favorite indie horror game in the title, but that's fine. That's just a question for engagement. So I don't know what to expect if
It
it's
was
not
once
a horror
carried in
game.
deeper, cooler waters of a more northern latitude. Now it bobs freely in a subtropical shallow.
Oh, that's
The
lovely.
consciousness dawning inside is prodded alert in discomfort.
It's a fetus.
It is a male whale calf,
Oh.
stirring with a newfound awareness of body.
It's a baby whale.
This pod has held him for 17 months, nurtured his development from a single fertilized cell. Now it can no longer support his life. The inflow of nutrients and oxygenated blood has ceased. A once comfortable cradle now pinches at his enlarged form.
Are we gonna watch this whale get born?
Pushed onto his own faculty, a suffocating urge to thrash wells up inside him.
Uh-oh.
Yet he hesitates.
Doesn't want to hurt Mom.
A song booms from the world outside.
Uh-oh.
A
Oh.
powerful low frequency vibrates through his whole body. With the certainty of deep imprinting, the calf knows who is calling.
It's Ma'am. Hello, Hamada. Hello, hello. Why must you hit me? Why do you abuse me?
It is his mother.
Yeah, it's
She is on the other
Ma'am.
side.
Ma'am, I'm in the womb. Ma'am, I want out.
He must join her.
I want out.
The shell containing him is now only a brittle husk, swollen with waste material and straining at the seams. Clumsy first movements form the start of the calf's motor awareness. The egg is evolved to rupture open along a central seam. A few thin cartilage bands are all that retain him. One more forceful effort and he will escape.
Okay, we're getting out. We're getting out. Actually, I guess I don't even know if we are the whale. I'm just like, this whale is main character now. Oh my god, no, my eyes. Corporation for Earth Media presents. Wait. Is this like a movie within a game? Why is it so
Technically
bright?
speaking, the whale didn't hatch from an egg.
Uh-huh.
Egg is something of a misnomer.
Uh-huh.
While there are known egg-laying mammals, none of them are whales.
There are 4 extant species of egg-laying mammal. They are the
Platypus.
platypus, the echidna,
Echidnas have eggs? I didn't know that. Wait. Oh, it's like a documentary. Okay. Interesting. I'm wondering why they made it into like a game then.
the snorb,
What is a snorb? What is a snorb? I'm gonna look up a snorb. I want to see this thing in color. A snorb is not showing up as a real animal. Oh my god. Ooh. Okay, I just saw some really intense stuff on the internet.
and the ribbon snore.
Okay, these two don't exist. I don't think the snob and the ribbon snaw, or the snorb and the ribbon snaw don't exist. There's no way. We would definitely know if something like this existed.
This whale species has a placental connection to the mother while developing. Birthing shell is the term currently favoured in scientific journals when discussing this style of external womb.
Okay.
The outer cartilage folds backwards, shrinking the space inside and expelling the contents outwards.
I'm gonna switch my title. There we go.
Creating pressure against the inner membrane until it finally pops.
It's popping. It's popping. The whale is born. The baby
The calf
whale.
spills out into the open ocean.
Let's go. We got the baby whale out.
The world is a rush of sensory stimulation. The new newborn is momentarily stunned limp.
Yeah. I would be stunned limp if I was blinded by the light like I am right now, too. I don't know who Nathan is, but it is interesting to do like a documentary style in a game. I wouldn't expect that from a game, but I'm like, it's cool. I like all the visuals and stuff.
A dizzying flurry of life. Plants and protists tangle and snag his every movement. Small scavengers eagerly devour the cloud of waste.
Is Scrimshaw a type of whale then?
Plants unfurl and retract in almost animalistic locomotion. Foliage clings to the calf from above. He swims deeper to escape. His mother's song reassures him once again, but she is still nowhere in sight.
Wait a second, so we were in like an egg. But now we can't find our mom? Have we just not opened our eyes yet?
Sponges, wharf biters, crustaceans and corals dangle from the plants like ornaments.
Hello, readers! Welcome in, welcome in! Welcome to Spike Solar 4 stream. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome in, raiders. Welcome in. My name is Solar Spike 8. I am a horror puzzle streamer with a variety. Today we're doing like, yeah, it is the Spike Solar 4. I know, crazy. But what was I saying? Oh, we're playing So Scrimshaw, which is apparently kind of like a documentary-esque game. Where it's kind of like, we just kind of click through and read the text, and it's a bit of a documentary. It's, it was recommended a long time ago by Doom the Destroyer. So yeah, we're playing it, but it seems pretty interesting so far. It seems like it's gonna be kind of a click and, well, it's reading it for us. It has voiceover, which is super cool. But yeah, you guys are welcome to hang out. Thank you for trusting me with your community. Of course, make sure you all get food, water, sleep, do whatever you guys need to do to take care of yourselves. And if you need to raid and run, that's totally cool, but you're also free to chill. You hunters can safely rest here. We will not have anything too spooky going on today, I don't think. So it's kind of safe, maybe. The goat? Nah. Thank you, though. Thank you. Only heard legends. I have too. I don't think I've ever heard of the Spike Solar 4 beyond the myths. But yes, thank you again for the raid, Aku. Thank you. I was very excited I got to catch a little bit of the Pal World gameplay. Because, I mean, I haven't really seen much of it. Like, I didn't even really watch any of the big streamers. Like, I hopped in, I think, chat once when I was, like, in a Discord, and, like, they were playing it once, and I, like, popped in for a bit. But yeah, I'm glad you're having fun with it. These are true plants.
As with so much else in biology, the origin of plants can be traced back to the water. Albeit those early ancestors were far less complex than what we see today. As will be explained later, marine environments impose steep challenges on plants. It was once upon land freed from the burdens of an aquatic life that plants could more readily diversify and form.
I guess so. I guess plants can only grow in a specific way in the water.
And it was also after that great proliferation of flowering species that some plants found it more favourable by the water and eventually returned to the seas.
Yeah, absolutely. Go do your after stream care, and once again, thank you for the raid, and I hope you have a good rest of the evening. I will see you around.
They are, in that sense, like whales.
Plants are like whales. Let's go.
Something solid grabs from below. His descent is halted.
Uh-oh. What's grabbing my whale? Let the whale baby
He's
live.
being lifted back towards the surface.
Oh, is it Mom? We gotta breathe. Oh, our eyes are slowly opening. I was gonna say, it's gotta be Mom underneath us, right?
The calf breaches, filling his lungs with their first breath of air.
Oh, that's why we were lacking oxygen. We weren't thinking straight.
This is the breeding ground of his species. At the year's peak, this wide expanse fills with whales.
Okay.
But today our calf finds the surface empty.
Okay. Are we a early or a late baby?
Except for a very odd clump of plants.
It is a bit odd.
The calf does not know what to make of it.
Neither do I, in all fairness.
Equally disturbed and compelled, he stares transfixed. Plants continue to tickle his body just below the water.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we got a few plants on us. We need to, like, go down and wash ourselves off a little bit.
A resident waterbug examines him with equal skepticism.
Oh, there he is. He's just watching.
Sudden movement atop the leafy mass catches his
Say,
eye.
that's gotta be a seagull, right? Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. It's a crawfish, too.
It's all too frightening for the little one.
Oh.
He retreats back under the surface.
It's okay, little guy. It's
His
just
overpowering
nature.
instinct is to nurse, but he cannot. His exhaustion mounts and fear seizes him.
Wait, where's Mom? Mom was calling out to us. We heard Mom calling out to us.
He is lost.
How did we get to the surface?
And
Something
as if
pushed
sensing
us
his
up.
weakness, tendrils begin to grasp at him.
No, let us go. Let the baby whale
A vine
go.
lassos his fluke. There is no escape. In a final burst of strength, the calf fights, thrashing, tearing, and uprooting his attackers. A scent of blood enters the water. His mother cries a pained song to soothe him.
Mom, I need help over here.
The calf is hit with the sudden realization.
What?
The strange plants are not taking him away from his mother.
Wait, that's
The
Mom?
strange plant clod is his mother.
Huh? The Brillo whale. I want to look this up. Brillo whale. What is a Brillo? It's a fictional species, okay. So it's not real. Interesting. Is it just like, is it like how turtles and stuff get covered in barnacles as a whale? It just tends to get like wildlife, like plants and stuff, like attached to it? Like the sharks that have like the fish that follow them?
What evidence remained of this year's Brillo breeding season has long since been swept away.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
This sandbar has returned to its normal, pristine state,
okay.
save for one unusual pile of rocks.
What's under it? Scanning. Oh, it's an
This
eel.
is a stone dog.
Or a stone dog.
Somewhat like a hermit crab, this animal lives in a portable shelter of foreign material.
Oh, most games aren't real. Did they come up with it then for the game, or is it like based on some sort of lore where these animals exist? You know? Cause yeah, I guess it's kind of like, because if it's documentary style, maybe these things existed and he's just trying to put them all in the same thing.
It grasps together a shell of scavenged of debris with its long limbs and secretes an adhesive mucus to hold it fast. Stone dogs mostly rely on ambushing prey from a camouflaged position.
Makes sense.
Right now, this stone dog here is not the hunter, but the hunted.
I was gonna say, he ain't really blending in the middle of
It
the
is a
sandbar.
woefully obvious attempt to hide. As the predator stalking it possesses one of the sharpest minds in the ocean.
What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, he's
A quick check
peeking.
if the coast is clear. It isn't.
It's the whale.
Our whale calf wants to play, not eat. But from the stone dog's perspective, there's little difference.
Understandably so. He's like 10 times smaller than this calf, and it's only a calf.
Since hatching, our calf has been a healthy and energetic specimen.
Oh, that's
Despite
sweet.
his late birth, no complications are detectable.
You know
If
the
anything, his
seagull
cognitive
meme where
ability
it's
is
just
showing
like
swift advancement.
the seagull meme where its mouth is just open and it's screeching? That's the vibe I'm getting from the stone dog. I don't think I can mimic it with the model. I don't think my head goes that high. But it's like mouth wide open, like just screeching.
He is very fond of holding his fluke above the water surface. Scattered showers are currently moving through the area. The calf has been emerging frequently for visual inspection since the rain began.
What are you gonna do?
He seems very interested in the weather above. A long call reminds him not to stray too far.
Yeah.
Grillos have surprisingly keen vision above the water.
Okay, I was gonna
The
say,
calf is
I don't
quickly
even
able to spot his
see
mother.
Mom's eyes or anything.
This is the farthest distance he has travelled from her. It is more than twice that of yesterday.
We'll have to leave Mom eventually. Eventually, she's gonna kick us out.
Today was quite an adventure. Now, reminded of his mother, all this bravery seems to evaporate. He is suddenly anxious to be at her side. He will bring her any interesting objects discovered while exploring.
Okay. Oh.
And boot it at her
Oh,
face.
there's the mom. Her eye. We found it.
His mother is trying to rest off another bout of nausea. This play is a bit much.
Oh.
But these discomforts
Oh.
are trivial to the bond between
Look
mother
at
and
her
child.
teeth. Oh my god, those are sharp.
Our neural interface even shows a measurable relief in her symptoms during these interactions.
So is she just in pain?
The calf's carefree play is training for future hunts and the essential skills of survival.
She doesn't look... She looks like she's
But it will be
suffering
some
a
time
lot.
before he has to worry about earning meals on his own. His mother's long, prehensile udders reach him through the thorny bramble. The milk he nurses on is thick as yogurt. Calves subsist on this fat-rich diet for 2 years,
2
building up an
years?
insulating layer of blubber.
2 years? That's a long time to be
and
nursing
bands of
for.
spongy
God
tissue for other organisms to
damn.
burrow into. Here we arrive at what
Oh,
truly makes
he's
a Brillo
developing
whale
his,
such a
like, thick
remarkable
skin.
specimen for study. Symbiosis of unrivaled complexity and variety.
Uh-huh.
This female was initially selected for study due to her exquisitely beautiful exterior. The mammal is almost totally concealed within the undulating botanical mass.
Yeah.
In cross-section, the distinction between whale and passenger is more visible.
I was gonna say, I don't even know what's... Like, that's her teeth, that's her eye. Like, you can't even really see her fins, though. Like, her fluke, I guess they called it. The fluke being, like, the end tail piece, but you can't even really see that. Counting that floating bit as part of her... Oh,
Like the stone dog shown earlier, this is not simply an external attachment of foreign material.
Oh, it's like I feel
The Brillo whale
bad.
has an intimate connection to thousands of other living creatures.
It's like in her, like it's rooted inside.
The whale chooses from among a variety of partner species and offers real estate within designated regions of its body. An inner membrane draws the line between the welcome cohabitation space and the whale's vitals.
This isn't what most whale skeletons look like, right?
This unusual arrangement raises several questions, the first of which we will address.
Okay.
What is the benefit of living on a whale? To help us illustrate the principle, we will be assisted by a sea bunny, or sea bun, to use its more common nickname.
Let's look into what the sea bun is.
The South Scrimshaw team has received very explicit direction from our producers, and we are to unequivocally clarify to viewers that the sea bun is not a real animal.
Is it real? Is it? They're telling me it's not real. Is it real? It is not. Well, at least I double checked. Always double check your fakes.
The sea bun owes its creation to the original landing party of Kronos 5. Though the specifics are lost, the most convincing story is that it was something misheard over a shoddy radio connection. As those early years recede into contemporary legend, it is important to remember that the tales of hardship told by the first landing party are not exaggerated.
Really sure about exactly.
The pioneers were indeed isolated for
what's
11
going on.
solar cycles.
Like,
And it was not until the
it seems like it's our world, but
that the
I mean it is
biannual
Earth.
delivery schedule could be planned.
But
The uncharted planet was a land of mysterious fauna and unknown environmental hazards. It was a time where technology seemed to suffer inexplicable malfunctions, while repair efforts were always undermined by a constant lack of materials, tools, and manpower. The myth of the sea bun serves as caricature for the force of chaos, always at work when one's back is turned. Sea bunnies was a sort of shorthand for, I don't know what's wrong, it could be anything, including a cryptid.
so the sea bun is a cryptid. We do enjoy cryptids.
Among our seniors who were present at the time, one likened the expression to "here be dragons" on medieval maps. Another drew a parallel with Murphy's Law. Somewhere along the line, either as intentional jokes or honest misunderstanding of colourful communiques, word of sea bunnies repeatedly escaped the planet in a way interpreted as fact by those off-world.
Okay.
Compounding this misinformation was a popular hazing ritual where new arrivals were assigned to catch a sea bun for research, usually being given a butterfly net and sent somewhere isolated and moderately dangerous.
Not the initiation prank. It's like, go catch us a sea bun. Sea buns don't exist.
A unique culture planetside encouraged the escalation of this practice, until a few near disasters brought a legislated end to the budding tradition.
I know you guys already understand the gravity of the situation. I know there's a malice behind these sort of pranks, so we will skip the part where I scold you like children. But understand I'm mostly planet side, the brass isn't. They aren't in a position to understand how some FNG got sent on a literal wild goose chase and swept away by the tide. We're also lucky that fishing boat was there to pick him out of the drink. Uh-oh, someone almost drowned catching a sea bun. This case is getting closed without any disciplinary sanctions. It helps the kid is being a sport about it regardless. I need everyone at your outpost to consider themselves on probation. I gave some personal assurances to secure this outcome, so my neck is on the line too. Send my regards to Blank. Blank was saying the other day how we haven't seen you two for a while. Let's get some horseshoes in before the weather cools. Okay, okay.
Regular infrastructure improvements have also blunted the disgruntled sarcasm towards occasional hardship.
Mm-hmm.
In recent years, the Sea Bunny is most defined by Will Voynich's cartoons.
Let's keep clicking.
Kids Wilderness is a monthly publication created and edited by Will Voynich, written and illustrated by Voynich, and using friendly illustrations, it focuses on natural science, camping, and health and wellness. It joins the official Sunday newspaper as one of the planet's only 2 print publications.
Okay, that's
Voynich
crazy.
was originally a cartographer and among those first to land with Kronos 5.
So, this seems like Earth, but it sounds like we've got space travel. So I don't know if it's like, this is Earth and it's like, quote-unquote aliens coming to this Earth, or if this is like a different, no matter what, this is a different Earth. This is not our Earth, but
Children's literature only became a guiding passion after he discovered himself a soon-to-be father,
like, I'm surprised at the lack of print.
and realised how very little would be available for the new
But
generation by
maybe
way of age-appropriate entertainment
if
and
they're
education.
in the future, they don't have print papers because it's all digital.
On off hours at the Cartographic Survey Computer Lab, using optical scanners and image editing software designed for map making, Voynich painstakingly constructed his first works. 5 volumes containing every fable he could remember from his own childhood.
Okay.
While he faithfully retells many of these timeless classics, Voynich's recall is often hazy. Several of the stories are so misremembered, they are more original work than adaptations.
Okay, okay. I can see
For
that.
example, The Elephant and the Mouse retains nothing from the Aesop tale besides the titular animals. Voynich's version has the 2 discussing the different sorts of dreams they have while sleeping.
That seems
Voynich's
nice.
first intentional works of fiction would be penned for Kids Wilderness.
Mm.
The Adventures of Seabun and Monaco.
T-Bun eats the telecommunication network. Uh-oh.
The accessible charm of Seabun and Monaco found an immediate and enthusiastic audience. Currently playing
I
are
wanna
musical
see this.
arrangements from the puppet show adaptation, which has been touring schoolhouses. The formula of each adventure largely follows the same beats.
Most of them do. Kid
Seabun,
shows.
an ocean sprite with impish curiosity and an endless appetite for inedible material, happens upon some unknown piece of infrastructure and decides to devour it. Meanwhile, Monaco, a nervous eel sidekick who always follows Seabun, watches on in comically exaggerated terror while imagining the most nightmarish possible outcomes. These predictions of doom never come to pass. But Seabun's actions do cause significant damage, forcing construction crews to deploy for
So
repairs.
Seabun is like the brave, but I don't care and I don't know what's going on. I don't care about the consequences. And then Monaco's just like, everything's gonna go wrong. What are you doing? Oh my god, the whole world's gonna burn.
Seabun, now realizing his error, uses his supernatural strength to help workers in various ways and atones for his destructive acts. Everything is then rebuilt stronger than before. The story formula seeks to inform young readers about vital infrastructure, where it is found, what happens if it breaks, and the sort of specialized work that maintenance requires.
It sounds very like, I mean, it's educational. Most kids' programs have to be in some sort of way, but it sounds like very specific. Like how to fix specific infrastructures, because he kind of just eats everything, right?
It also seeks to make the harsh edges of a frontier life less frightening and unknown to young readers.
Okay.
Each story ends with the sleepy Seabun returning to his burrow with a souvenir where he slumbers peacefully.
I see. They're trying to encourage the space travel more. They want more people
That
on this
is,
planet.
until he gets hungry again. Given how entrenched the character has become in the popular consciousness here, we feel it appropriate that the Seabun help guide our exploration of these oceans.
So we're gonna use the Seabun as an example.
While each species has its own unique adaptation to this niche lifestyle, we can create several broad categories of benefits such evolution aims to harness.
Okay.
Moving through water takes energy, It is far easier to travel great distance when someone else is doing the swimming.
Yep, that's definitely a pro.
Simply hitching a ride can be greatly beneficial. For example, one species of crab only lives on Brillo whales every other generation and uses whale transportation to greatly expand its range.
Interesting.
Unless one is the apex predator, the threat of being eaten is an ever-present reality. If one lives as a potential meal, it is very important to be the least desirable, most difficult of meals.
Yeah, I guess with so many plants and things being on the same whale, you
Finding
wouldn't want
alliance
to
with
be.
a giant beast and living under its protection creates a very effective deterrence.
But like, even if like so many plants and stuff are attached to the whale, you would be worried about like, you
It's
know,
always still
all the
possible
other stuff.
to be eaten, but hunters now risk facing off with a leviathan.
Mm-hmm.
Some partnerships are more proactive. Certain shark, skates, rays, and scarps have formed hunting partnership with the Brillos.
Ooh. So we all
They
eat.
help find and catch quarry, then share in the feast.
Nice.
Pack hunting allows the Brillo to take down larger and different sorts of prey. The blood or waste of Brillo whales can also provide a source of nourishment.
Oh.
This not offered freely. Obviously, a Brillo whale cannot stand to
Yeah.
be eaten alive.
Being eaten alive is not preferable.
An Earth parallel is an oxpecker bird on a rhinoceros. The bird may drink a marginal amount of blood while it cleans off ticks.
Wait, is that what?
It's a fair
Okay.
trade for the
Okay,
rhinoceros.
I was like, do
as
they
the
just
tick is
drink
far
the
greater
blood?
threat. So too will a Brillo whale expend blood in a beneficial relationship.
Okay.
In several instances, living on a Brillo has evolved into part of an organism's life cycle, and the specific conditions regulated in a Brillo's body are required for a new
Oh my
generation.
god, that's crazy.
In some
It
cases,
has to
this goes
completely
even further.
rely on the whale.
With the biology of the two species becoming so enmeshed, it is unclear where one ends and the other begins.
The sea bun is suffering.
But these instances are rare. Our
Hmm.
research team is very interested if these extreme cases represent a functioning system, or the pathological eventuality to such complicated arrangements.
So this team is currently researching the Brillo whale.
All of these riders taking in small amounts adds up to a great expense
Yeah.
for the host.
Especially
This
for
prompts the
the
obvious next
current
question.
Brillo whale, like our mom is like covered.
What does the whale stand to benefit from this arrangement?
Mm-hmm.
This is more complicated to respond to. There seems to be as many answers as there are Brillo whales, as there is spectacular variety among Brillos.
Is there a lot of Brillos or not a lot of Brillos?
For now, let us approach the answer with specific examples from this mother.
Okay. Using
The most
our
prominent
research.
feature along her body is the wide variety of photosynthesizing organisms. The whale is, of course, not an autotroph producing her own energy from sunlight,
No, but we gotta go up for air and we gotta touch the sun.
but the specialized sea flora pays rent by sharing some of their sugars into her blood.
Oh,
When light is low, roots
okay.
ferment, and alcohol is also created as a byproduct.
We're getting drunk, yippee.
Certain plants near her head also act as fishing lures, drawing food to her maw.
Oh, okay.
While she may occasionally swim deeper, a partially plant-subsidized life has locked her within the photic zone, the upper aquatic layer where enough sunlight can sustain the leaves.
That makes sense.
Adult Brillo behavior and biology is often dramatically influenced by their symbiotic arrangement.
Yeah, that makes sense because whatever plants you have, like if you don't match it, like I'm just imagining if like all the plants that go and you're just kind of left with a whole whack of gaping root holes and not good.
Here we see a blood trilobite.
Okay.
This
What do you
is not
do?
an invited guest. A long needle-like proboscis pushes down and taps a vein.
Get off my mom. I'm gonna eat you.
This is not an invited guest. A long needle-like proboscis pushes down and taps a vein. Drinking in great
Gonna
volume and
poison?
offering nothing in return, it is a true parasite.
Kill it.
This is a job for the vellum worm. Vellum worms fill their stomachs
Let's
by
go,
grooming
vellum
brillos of
worm.
unwanted visitors. It is currently hypothesized that vellum worms distinguish the welcome from the attackers through smell and taste.
Interesting.
Parasites have all been found to have elevated amounts of a bile-like Brillo waste inside them.
Mm-hmm.
This mother Brillo also has to worry about creatures browsing her lovely plants.
Yeah.
Herbivorous fish attempt frequent raids on the leafy goods. This one is alone and quite oblivious.
I was gonna say, I feel like they would know, they would like sense it and be like, oh, Toby Curry Cat, hello, hello. Oh, thank you, that's so sweet. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having the bestest of times.
The vellum worm.
We
packs a
are
powerful
kind of
punch for
watching
larger
slash
animals.
playing this documentary right now. It's interesting, but like all the characters are no, a lot of the animals are like not real, so I don't know, we're kind of just watching.
Neurotoxin-filled barb is shot into the fish's heart.
Uh-oh.
It can only manage a faint muscle spasm before the venom completes its work.
Okay, so it eats the bugs and poisons the fish. Ooh, let's go on that grind, that early morning grind. I find it so hard when I get up in the morning to actually convince myself to get up and do stuff. I'm like, oh, I could just stay in bed. But it's awesome that you're able to get up and do that. That's awesome. It is currently not, well, it is technically morning. It's like 12 a.m. technically morning. Technically just after midnight here, so I will be going to sleep after stream.
The Brillo whale strategy is called a symbiotic garden.
This is the
It is an
whale,
intentionally cultivated arrangement,
and
a
this is
precarious
our
balance of mutual reliance.
mom, kind of. We've been watching like the baby from the beginning, and this is kind of us looking at the mom, and like it's a research team that's kind of doing a documentary on this, and it looks like the plants, like it develops like this thick thing of blubber and it just kind of gets covered. And oh wait, you have a phobia of fish dying in stressful situations. Oh yeah, absolutely, feel free to relax, but I mean, this feels like it might not be the best
When
game for
successfully
that.
maintained, the host becomes a
I
mass
mean,
of life.
this is a good
It
thing.
is usually defended from attack. It can sometimes acquire energy
So,
in novel ways.
this is
and
a
occasionally
Brillo
it is able
whale,
to invade new niche
which is a
ecosystems.
fake whale. So this is not a creature that actually exists, but this fish, like, it literally builds a layers and layers of blubber so that it can host plants like this.
The universal downside experienced by all Brillos is that more complexity creates more points for failure.
Okay.
An adult Brillo's
Oh,
life
okay.
is
I was like,
dominated by
oh
the
my
struggle to groom a
god,
semblance
that's
of
such a
order into
specific
increasingly
thing.
overgrown flanks.
I was like, oh my god, that's so specific. It can't be coincidence. It must be a sign. I don't know what it'd be a sign of, but yeah, it is interesting. I don't know. It's like, I don't know if the creator of the game like made these creatures and it made like a fake documentary on them, or if it's like these creatures already existed and they're making a already existed in fiction and they're making a
To
documentary
a
on
simple
them.
calf, these adult problems have yet to enter his mind.
He's just a baby.
Today he has found his mother's leaves serve as fun streamers to play with. She
Uh-oh.
finally scolds him.
Yeah, Mom, tell him off. Tell him
She
off.
is too unwell to tolerate any more roughhousing.
Yeah, Mom seems a little sick. It's kind of sad. I hope the calf is good. I hope the calf
He
is
doesn't
good.
quite understand, but he has other diversions.
Mm-hmm.
Primarily drinking more of her milk.
Apparently they feed for like off of the milk for like 2 years, which seems like a really long time.
Given the complexity of Brillo anatomy, even small health problems can swiftly spiral out of control.
Oh no, don't let the
This
mom
female
die.
experienced complications while giving birth. There is the potential for
No,
the situation to
don't let the
worsen.
mom die.
A thorned branch has become ingrown, puncturing through both the layer of protective outer muscle and the cuticle barrier.
No.
This had begun prior to carving, but her contractions to extend the womb also caused the plant shard to stab deeper.
Oh no.
The spikes are now in contact with her intestines. Fortunately, there is no puncture yet.
Pull it out, baby. Pull it out.
The site is inflamed and white blood cells flood the area. The immune system unmistakably identifies this as an injury.
I was gonna say it is an injury. There would be nothing else to
He can
identify it
witness her
as.
stiff reluctance to move and read a jolt in brain activity when she's jostled. It must be greatly painful.
The research team, why don't you help her out? I know a lot of research teams aren't supposed to like step in and do stuff, but it's not real.
The greatest danger right now is a tear of the intestines, which would certainly be fatal.
Yeah, that would be fatal.
There is reason to hope. Our scans also reveal that she has recovered from a similar injury in the past. Perhaps Brillos regularly endure such ghastly
That doesn't
wounds.
seem like a fun wound to have to think about often. Like, I was just like, ooh. Like, I was like, oh, it's in its muscle, but it like builds that muscle specifically so things grow it. I'm like, okay, that's normal. But like having a thorn like just threatening to stab your intestines constantly, oh my
Perhaps
god.
it was the safety of the Brillo herd which afforded her enough time to convalesce. Certainly her odds of survival will be boosted greatly if she is able to make the long swim back. For now, she is still well enough to care for her newborn, though doing so must be exhausting.
Yeah, she looks tired. But he's so cute.
Judging by several physical indicators, this is most likely her first calf.
Aww. New mom.
Those Brillos who manage their gardens well can be extremely long-lived. Females can give birth as many as 8 times.
God damn. 8 kids, that's
If
crazy.
the calf survives, one day he too might also cast his genes forward, his own minute fingerprint on the future's shape. Regardless of whatever metric of success we observers of an outside species might apply, his life will be led by the means it was forged, in the crucible of natural selection.
That's fair, that's fair. Gotta leave him to it. I wonder if they're gonna, like, watch and research the baby, though, too.
But, for now, a rare moment of shelter.
I'm just like, oh my god, I've had this game recommended to me a long time ago. I was like, you know what, I don't know what this game is, but let's check it out, and now we're just seeing life as it is, which is sometimes sad, but it's also good. We saw the birth of this cute little whale. The mom is hurting, but it's okay, she might survive. We'll see. Chapter 3, The Party. Okay.
This is a simplified map of the local ocean topography.
Okay.
The deep blue represents a fault line, the planetary scar where 2 tectonic plates meet.
Okay.
As with Earth, this land is a moving crust atop a globe of molten metal.
True.
The planet-shaping force of subduction pushed ground up above the sea.
The Chartreuse
Creating
Archipelago.
what is now named the Chartreuse Archipelago.
Is this an actual place? Let me look this up. Chartreuse Archipelago. No, it does not exist. Interesting. Yeah, go do your editing. I hope you have fun doing it. I hope it goes easy and smoothly and everything it works out well. But yes, enjoy your morning. I'll see you around.
The island chain runs for about
Wow, I
870
can't believe you
kilometers,
would cloud
drawing a
me
ragged
up and
line
just
away from the
leave
continent.
like that. Honk honk. Bye. Oh my god. Oh, South Scrimshaw, that's
These
the
names
name
were
of the
given by an
game.
early survey team assessing
It's
the
the name
grounds
of
for
the
a harbour or
game.
research outpost.
South Scrimshaw. The name drop is crazy.
The body of water created between the Scrimshaw Islands is known as the Thalo Bay.
I'm glad they had someone say that, because I would not have known how to say the Thalope.
The large inlet is exactly what a Brillo whale breeding ground requires.
What does it require?
Regarding Brillo carving, the most important feature of the bay is the chemical composition and concentration of fungal spores.
Okay.
For now, we will limit our discussion to the choreography of the breeding ground. 3 separate herds converged this year to give birth simultaneously.
It's
The
weird that
dots
ours
estimate
didn't
their
it.
prior positions. Not all Brillos make this trek every year, but many more whales assist besides parents.
Okay.
Pregnant whales move into the centre, where they maintain as much distance from one another as possible.
Okay. Okay, maybe our herd isn't that far then.
Perhaps due to the unpredictable anatomy of their fellow Brillos, or a vulnerability in the skin of the newborns, calves are kept segregated from all others for the first months of their life.
Okay.
The remaining herd forms a blockade at the mouth of the bay, while the pregnant whales deliver.
That's kind of nice. They're protecting the babies.
As weeks pass, hunger and distraction start to erode focus on this task.
That's
The amount of time
understandable.
that the herd can wait is finite. When the
Oh,
time
there's
comes,
one or two
all leave
dots left.
together at once, moving with the safety of numbers.
Okay.
Their destination will be one of several coral reefs. Those unable to move on time must be abandoned.
Oof. There's 4 left.
The healthy cannot hazard everyone's odds of survival for the sake
I mean,
of a few infirm.
I guess, but no man left behind. No whale
Our
left
mother,
behind.
wounded as she is one of several this year who befell this fate.
No.
Outside of that season, the whales live
Ma'am,
elsewhere.
we'll
Usually they're
survive.
found at
We'll
coral
wait till the
reefs and
next
areas more
year. They'll
productive
come
with
back.
food. Brillos require a very high-calorie diet.
Where's Mom? Oh, we were
We
so
now find our
close.
whales here, at the border to the Great Vathis Ocean.
Vathis Ocean, okay.
It is a bright day in early autumn. An unseasonable cold front chills the air.
Oh no, we got this, come on. Mama whale, let's go.
Below the surface, we find our mother, bracing for the journey.
Yeah, we can do it, ma'am. We can do it, ma'am.
Judging by her mobility, her health has much improved.
Let's go.
The delay is likely not related to her recovering wounds. The distance between the Thalo Bay and the southern reef is inhabited by many large predators.
Oh
Many Brillo
no.
calves are
Now I
taken in
gotta
these
worry
waters.
about baby again. No.
Her loud songs are searching for another Brillo's response. She has been making these calls since before dawn. She
Are we
does
gonna
not
run
want to
into
make this
another
journey alone.
abandoned?
The
Oh.
calf returns with a fresh lungful of oxygen.
Are you feeding or are you just hiding? Yeah, stay close
And
to
quickly
Mom.
retreats back to the bramble under his mother.
Yeah,
For once, he does not need to be told to stay close.
he knows. He knows it's dangerous.
Undoubtedly, he can also read the change in his mother's behavior,
Good kid.
and the unfamiliar place ahead is deeper and colder.
Yeah, just stay tucked away.
Faintly at first, a new sound reaches them.
Another Brillo.
His mother startles. They both listen.
They found
It's
another.
another whale.
Let's go. Another one.
A Brillo whale, and it is getting nearer. Her mother booms a reply back.
Another calf? Is there gonna be
The
another
calf's curious
calf?
nature starts to show itself again. He has yet to meet a Brillo besides his mother.
Oh,
There. He spots something.
what is it?
A large body begins to emerge from the hazy distance.
Another abandoned one.
It continues to approach, but the calf still can't quite understand what he's looking at.
Is it gonna be a male?
The calf's curiosity morphs into discomfort the closer it gets.
Yeah, just hide away.
Discomfort turns into outright alarm.
Wait, why are you so alarmed?
He pleads to his mother in distress.
Oh, is
She
it just
rebukes
because
him
he's
in reply as
new?
if to say, "Don't be rude to the new neighbours."
Maybe he's just nervous. He's never met anyone before, you know? What is he?
One cannot blame him for his confusion.
Oh!
This Brillo whale's appearance was shaped to be deceptive.
Yeah. Where... I see the eye in the front, but...
It is a beautiful and ghastly
Wow, I
example
can't
of
believe
mimicry.
you... Can't believe you clowned me again. That's crazy. I'm already clowned. I'm already clowned. I mean, Vale deserves to be caged, but... not so sneaky. I see everything. It's going good. It's going good. Yeah, this game is kind of like a documentary, so it's a lot of reading, but luckily there's voiceover, and it's interesting. It's interesting. It's not much of a game. It's kind of just following along with the story, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. All the creatures are like fictional, but they kind of got a cool story. We're following the story of the Brillo whales, which just kind of get covered in foliage, and yeah,
The way the jaws gently undulate is startlingly believable. The grim exterior is the work of an important symbiotic partner.
Yeah, they do. This is, so these are like whales that are covered, so this is not like actually what this creature looks like.
The weaver lobe.
But they have like a whole ecosystem on them just because of how like the plants grow, and like certain like creatures on them that, like rely on them and also
These
help
prodigious
protect
builders turn
them.
their
And
colonies into terrifying scarecrows by spinning and sculpting ossamer.
what is awesomer?
Osoma is a long-chain polymer found in great abundance here.
Okay.
It is totally novel to our researchers. When soft, it is similar
You're
in
the
texture to
awesomest,
liquid diving
Fizz.
suit.
You're the
In the curing
awesomest.
process, it can be hardened to various levels. In its stiffest state,
Yes.
it resembles the chitin shell of a beetle. A second documentary team is currently compiling all of the latest discoveries.
It's another documentary team. The Corporation for Earth
Building
Media. Building Bugs. Is that the name of the team? Yeah, you know when you used to get into fights and with your siblings or whoever it may be, and you're like, you'd just say, "Oh, you're cool," and it'd be like, "No, you're cooler," and "No, you're coolest," and then you'd have to figure out how to up them somehow.
This multi-part series
It's exactly what's up.
focuses exclusively on the insect world, which sees far more divergent evolution from Earth species than vertebrates.
So there's another research team doing stuff on
The
insects?
title refers both to insects that build habitats and the evolutionary forces which likely
Nah.
constructed such insects.
Oh, the Urest. True, the Urest. Urestes. Awesome Urest. Exactly. That's you, Fizz. That's you. Okay.
Until then, we hope our simple introduction to this material suffices.
I got you.
Water is channeled through the layered construction, swelling and emptying various pockets, creating animal-like locomotion.
I'm doing
Our
her.
resident weaverlobe expert insists that the beastly facade before us here should have taken many decades to complete.
Yeah, because if this guy really wove like those like fake like fish teeth and stuff like that, like that's crazy. Yeah,
It also
'cause
seems unlikely that it was built from scratch on
down
the whale's
here
back.
where my mouse is,
Perhaps if weaverlobes are able
that's
to
the
relocate
actual
such
eye of the
structures,
whale.
An established colony was simply carried on. to
Like
the
that's
brillo's
the
back.
whale itself. Yeah, see that's
Such a
its
fearsome
eye,
appearance
its
does much to
fin.
ward off predators. The reversed head may also help to confuse prey.
Yeah, this one's gnarly, especially compared to our mum.
We
But-
do not know why she was left behind, but this Brillo is a valuable addition to the ocean.
Yeah,
crossing.
so we were in like the mating, the breeding area for the whales, but then I guess we kind of got a little left behind. Our mom was a little sick, so we got a little left behind. But apparently, usually a few every year kind of get left behind. And we were just about to start crossing the ocean, and we found another Brillo whale, which is this guy. Oh, there's a
She too is a mother,
Yeah.
looking to deliver her child to safety.
It's okay, now we're gonna cross the ocean together and find the pod. We're gonna do it.
All Brillo calves are quite shy around new acquaintances.
It makes sense. I guess they said for like the first month, they just kind of all keep separate.
Our calf growls to himself.
Oh, you're fine.
Scoldings are unlikely to budge his unwelcoming attitude, nor will the surprise of additional friends.
Literally, it's so much nicer that you have friends to travel with across the ocean.
Calf was so distracted by what was in front of him that he failed to notice what was swimming up from behind.
Uh-oh, what's swimming up from behind? Another one?
She's something like a faceless stone golem. The exterior is more bizarre
Another
than menacing.
one? It almost looks like she's just a boulder. Interesting,
It might
okay.
serve as some kind of armor,
That's kinda
but our crew is at a
crazy.
loss to describe it on first sight.
It's kind of crazy that these abandoned whales all happen to find each other. Like, that's awesome that we get to do that. Maybe we'll make our own pod.
Like our Brillo mother, this whale may also have some kind of internal injury. She is only able to produce short, abrupt honks instead of complex songs.
Oh, another
She is
baby!
also a mother. Regardless of what benefit her exterior provides,
Oh,
her
the
presence
cute
alone will
babies.
help contribute to a safe crossing. Flanked by these strangers, our calf seems
Oh,
very
you're
disturbed.
okay, buddy.
His
You're
experiences may
okay.
be uncomfortable now, but they will lead him to understand the Brillo way.
Yes, the way of the Brillo. Oh? Oh, Mom's
His
trying to
mother
comfort
jolts
us.
him forward with a shove of her branches. It is unlikely that more companions will show up, and there is no time left to delay.
Yeah, we gotta get to the pod.
All following her lead, the 6 whales head out into the ocean
The
to
3
find their lost herd.
babies. Oh, I guess they call them herd for Brillo whales still. Our mom is like very green and luscious. She's not like... She doesn't look like those other ones.
The pod
Too
is now
much.
57 kilometers from the Great Southern Reef.
Okay.
This is the final leg of their journey, and their path crosses over a wide abyssal trench.
Yeah, I was gonna
The
say this is
parent
pretty
whales
dark.
set the pace at a rigorous 6 kilometers an hour. They swim in a typical defensive formation, though with only 3 adults, it is not possible to fully encircle
No.
the youths. The trek has been arduous for our little calf,
Oh.
but he has endured it with admirable stoicism.
Oh, he's doing good, he's doing good, he's doing his best. That's all we can ask for.
Slowing down is not an option. He is able to sense this himself.
He can sense the danger. He was born smart. Uh-oh. What's that?
Something large has been following the whales.
Oh,
It first appeared in
no.
the early afternoon and has maintained the
No.
same steady distance ever since. Hours passed and the mysterious animal failed to approach or make any concerning
No,
moves.
go away. Go away.
The calf's fear of the unknown was slowly overtaken again by interest in his new Brillo companions.
Mm-hmm.
The stony-skinned mother whale and her calf now swim to his left flank.
Okay.
This calf was whining earlier, but seems to have calmed.
Oh, it's scared.
The stony mother's outer surface has slowly morphed shape throughout the day, greatly reducing in
Wait,
size.
why?
It is as if the exterior nodules are deflating. What mechanism triggers this change or how they
Okay,
shrink,
we don't
do not
know.
Overall, she is slightly more streamlined in form than earlier. Perhaps she can intentionally contract her shell for extra mobility.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. That would be super handy. Mm-hmm.
Our calf doesn't know what to make of her either.
That's fair. I would barely
Logan
be
swimming
able
mimic
to
mother
even
whale and her calf.
recognize, like, that these whales are my own species sometimes. I mean, to be fair, when our baby whale was born, he was like, ah, these weeds are holding me, no, let me go. And then he was like, oh, that's mom.
Along with one of our semi-autonomous light drones.
Oh, he's got a lot of, like, bumps on him and
Swimming
stuff.
upside down is the most uncomfortable spot for a Brillo, and the mimic mother refused to take her turn until minutes ago.
Oh.
Her
Fight all
stubbornness may not
whales?
be
No,
entirely
we want the
unreasonable.
whales to survive. We
While
don't want
upside
them
down,
beat
their
up.
disguise as a wide-jawed monster appears to fall apart. The illusion of a toothy beast is currently
Then why
broken.
make her swim upside down?
Our calf gets a reassuring hum from his mother.
I don't like this.
This always seems to quell his unease. He is safe within her nest of thorns. He must focus on swimming.
Sorry, I'm adjusting in my seat. That's why I'm going crazy.
But it's hard to ignore that ominous thing in the distance.
I was gonna say, we're being chased currently. Like, it obviously
this is a penumbra
knows.
shark. It is the fastest marine animal on the planet.
Also, probably not another creature that actually
For the
exists.
penumbra, 6 kilometers an hour is a leisurely pace. It could comfortably stalk the whales days on end.
Don't.
An apex hunter, patient with experience, it will preserve all possible energy for an opportune strike.
Don't do it. I want these whales to survive.
Very much like a sailfish, penumbra sharks have a large dorsal fin along their back.
I think one
This
is going
kept
to die.
retracted
I'm not sure.
until the moment of attack.
Oh,
With several
uh-oh.
flicks of the tail, it vanishes from sight.
No, the mom is upside down.
Panic overtakes the whales and the defensive formation immediately breaks apart. Our calf looks down. The mimic mother has abandoned her post. Nothing stands between our calf and the open abyss below.
No.
The fight or flight reaction is as intense as it is
Oh.
instantaneous. A full threat alarm floods from the hypothalamus, shooting through every nerve and chemical pathway.
Eat the
Adrenaline
mom
pumps
for
into the blood.
nutrition?
The perception of
I mean,
time
yeah.
dilates.
They eat the milk from the moms.
Details of the world suddenly stand out with vivid intensity. Even in this
Oh.
low light,
Not the baby.
2 rows of white teeth are searingly clear.
Ma'am, save me.
The calf finds his
Ma'am.
own fins now move in slow motion too. Seawater suddenly feels solid, suspending him in place.
Ma'am.
Trapped in harm's way, he can only watch the events unfold until a tremble runs through the thorns surrounding him. The mother's branches are held under tension and can be released with the force of a catapult.
Okay, mom's got like vine
She
powers.
flexes. Cords snap. And in an instant, the calf is swaddled in protective barbs and makeshift spears.
Hell yeah.
The shark senses the change and shifts the attack direction to the
Oh.
stone mother's calf, who is
No.
exposed and helpless. Our calf momentarily loses consciousness, but the barbed vines around him act as a net. His mother whisks him away with her. As our calf comes to again, he finds an awful scent filling the water.
No, not
He looks back to see what happened to his travel companion.
No, the baby's
The
dead.
sight horrifies. It is the reality of predation from the perspective of the prey.
No.
Because of his mother, our calf is the survivor, and not the cautionary example for others to learn from.
That's the other
Less
one.
than 20 kilometers remain until the reef and the safety of their Brillo herd.
Oh, what's the stone
The mimic
mom?
mother races ahead, leaving the weaker whales to their fate.
Oh. Let's beat him up when
The
we
stone
catch up.
mother lags behind. Her movements are confused. She is still in a state of shock over the death of her child.
Absolutely.
Our calf struggles to follow. It is much harder to swim outside of a larger whale's slipstream. And his mother is falling far behind again. He races back to be by her. The calf has been running ahead of her sight and then returning. The back and forth seem to coax his mother a
did
little
mom
further
get
each time.
hurt?
But now her strength has failed. She cannot even lift her fins in response.
No.
Her old wounds were opened by the physical exertion to save her child's life.
No.
She will not recover.
Ma'am.
He whistles the familiar call to play. There is no more response.
Oh, did mom
She
die?
has finally slipped from consciousness. She cannot remain with her calf any longer.
She's dead. Mom
He
died.
continues to press for a reaction.
This is why we should have
Desperation
left with the
compounds
herd.
the grief. At this age, calves are completely dependent on a mother's milk and protection. With nowhere to go, the calf
Weak
remains at her
defense.
side.
She literally had a wound that was like close to, like, some of the thorns were like close to like stabbing her intestines.
The research team witnesses the mother's final pulses of electrical activity fade and extinguish.
Oh. It
There is a long
is,
pause.
but it is natural
Two
selection.
researchers start a heated discussion on the ethics of intervention. But before any consensus is reached, the argument is interrupted by a low rumble over the hydrophone.
Skill issue. What the fuck?
The stone mother never left the area.
Mom.
She watches our calf from a distance.
Second mom, let's go.
A new day begins to dawn over the coral reef. Brillo whales start to stir from slumber.
She's like, oh, my kid just died, your mom just died. Let's make something work. Aww.
Together, the stone mother and our calf have arrived safely.
It sucks that the stone, like, it's literally just an issue of, like, whatever you end up with on your body is just how you
Though
have to live.
physically and emotionally depleted, neither has found any sleep.
No.
The calf gorges on milk, famished from the previous day's ordeal.
Mm-hmm.
This adoption in the wild may be extraordinary to witness happen, but acts of apparent generosity have not been an uncommon sight to anyone following this intensely social species.
It makes sense.
The stone mother's exterior appears to now be fully deflated. We can see a more familiar shape underneath.
Okay.
It's the outline of a young female whale, quite small in size for an adult specimen. She has saved our calf from certain death. Perhaps our calf is helping her continue on too.
We must rely on each other to get through this.
The young whale finally slumbers. It is good that he takes the moment to recover while he can.
I mean, they reached the coral reef, but we still haven't technically met up with the herd. I don't know if we're gonna meet up with the other mom too. I guess the coral reef is safer, but still.
In the morning, he will awaken to an overwhelming new world.
Or did we catch up with the Brillos? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Patterns.
The miracle of Brillos is not that other creatures can live inside the whales. This sort of arrangement is not uncommon. You, the viewing audience, have countless residents inside your own body.
Let's see who's residing in my body.
An adult human is composed of approximately 30 trillion cells. An estimated additional 39 trillion microbial cells, bacteria, viruses and fungi live on and in the average person's body.
I have fungus.
Medical science has long understood the importance of the microorganisms within us and the role they play in good health. Interplanetary travel
You
has
do
elevated this
too.
research to the forefront of medicine.
We all do. All the fungus.
Alien atmospheres are a soup of microorganisms that Earth-raised animals have never encountered before.
See, we have been to space too. It does seem like these people have come to space. I don't have toe fungus. I keep my toes nice and clean. But yeah.
Hopping human, the radical change of biome is first felt in the gut.
So it says that this is Earth, but this is not the Earth that we live on, and technically these are artificial species, but it does sound like here, we've traveled here as like an exploration team or a research team. So we're obviously in the future, like in some sort of alternate dimension where we have traveled through space. So I'm not sure.
Dysbiosis, arrival sickness, or simply the drags. All off-world-born humans experience an immobilizing nausea soon after entering the new atmosphere.
Or maybe we all escaped Earth and are now coming back to it, or something along the lines.
Even with the year-long acclimation program one undergoes in low orbit,
jeez.
the drags cannot be eliminated. Arrival procedure for all travellers includes a period of convalescence at Mercy Star Hospital.
Okay.
Dysbiosis symptoms last anywhere from 14 days
Oh my
to 6
god.
weeks. The worst documented cases
Why do
persisted
people
for
want
over
to
a
come
year
here?
and required. Pictured, limnologist and ranger first class Maria Ukichiro. Her 25-day recovery is documented as routine.
I like that she kept her plushie with her.
In a
Nice.
message to Kronos Earth Branch cadets, RFC Ukichiro warns, "The initial headaches are too intense to get up and go to the bathroom. In the beginning, you'll mostly suffer on a bedpan.
Mm-hmm.
When food isn't coming up or out, you're forcing down a prescribed diet heavy in probiotics."
I was gonna say, what is that? Yeah, I'm not really sure. We might have to do some research at the end of this. It's called South Scrimshaw, if you're interested in looking it up, but I will probably look it up after.
Don't think that the kind nurses will let you skip meals either. Your spoon or their tube.
Looks like just like
only thing
strawberry
you get to
yogurt
decide.
with like maybe a peach slice on it.
The cuisine here is dominated by fermented and preserved foods. You can blame the past shortage of home refrigeration, state of the grid, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Point is, when you inevitably smell yogurt or sauerkraut later, you'll feel violently ill and want
What?
to die. Every off-worlder goes through that. You'll get over it. See you soon, rookies.
Interesting, interesting. Okay. So yeah. Ice people are just in space.
The miracle of Brillo whales is their ability to pick and choose their
Yeah,
occupants.
like this is so odd because each Brillo whale is so different. Like we have rock mom, but before our mom was like very plant mom, and then there was like the camouflage
Our
mom.
whale will now begin this process of selection. Providing a backdrop for the next chapter is another amazing marine animal whose colourful anatomy can construct whole ecosystems.
What are we gonna pick?
Our Earth audience will find it a familiar species.
Uh-huh.
It is the reef-building coral.
Yeah, I do think so. Yeah, because we're in the coral now, the coral reef, in order to protect ourselves. But like, usually the pack travels together a lot, so but we all came from like the same herd, so it is interesting. Oh,
A
what are
bikini
you?
fish gently picks her way along a mountainous path of calcium carbonate exoskeletons.
Okay. Bikili might be
It's
real.
her daily prowl for food, and something
Let
tasty
me
has
look
her
up.
attention.
Bikini fish. I don't think it's a real fish. Never mind.
Plump, bite-sized greebles are entrenched in the nooks below.
Yeah, they gotta hide. They gotta protect themselves.
It'll take her quite a bit of work
It
to pry
does.
them out. As the bikini calculates the best approach of attack,
She gets eaten.
her preparations are interrupted. She joins the other fish fleeing for their lives.
Yeah, because our whale is... Oh, what
A
is...
higher caste of the food chain steals the scene.
What is it?
It's a spotted barnacle claw.
It's a barnacle claw. Oh, there's the... Oh!
One powerful yank extracts the entire colony hiding below.
Those look like frogs. No.
The host Brillo whale groans with dissatisfaction. This isn't a meal fit for a leviathan.
Oh!
They will continue browsing for something more substantial.
Yeah, goofy looking frogs. Is this the baby? Oh
Our
no.
whale watches the drama unfold from a safe distance, somewhat perplexed.
Okay, so that's just another Brillo whale we've now run into. So I assume we've met up with the rest of the herd then.
In the 6 years since
Oh,
we last
that's
rejoined
cool.
him, the Great Reef has not run short
6
of new
years?
surprises.
It does say that they feed off mothers for like 2 years, so...
From near and far, one can hear the calls of unknown Brillos bounding off these cavernous
It's
walls.
been 6 years since his mom died.
At least he still has someone familiar to rely on. His adoptive mother is usually out of sight, but
Oh
never
my
too far
god,
away.
his
She has
mom.
changed quite a great deal since we last saw her.
Yeah, she went different. She chose like a different class. She switched things up.
Perhaps in response to the penumbra shark attack, she has undergone a zealous application of eye spots to her figure. While not as outwardly apparent, our young
Oh.
whale's body has undergone an even more radical
I'm
change.
just gonna say he's got spots now. Oh, he's got his
His skin layers and
blubber.
immune system have fully developed and are ready to host other species. This dermatological puberty is the crossroad.
Yeah, what are you gonna pick,
He must
buddy?
decide what sort of Brillo he will become.
What are you gonna pick?
How does a young whale make such a crucial decision? The choices are overwhelming, the combinations are infinite, and mistakes are fatal.
True.
One way to ensure future success is
Yeah.
to replicate past success.
Exactly. It's like the evolutions, though, specifically, because we don't know if we're gonna be a rock type, a grass type, a bug type.
Brillo youths find a welcoming adult and attempt to fashion themselves in their likeness.
Ah, should be a water type. I think they're automatically a water type.
The older whale assists with offerings of seeds, eggs, larvae, and other
Okay, so
materials needed
usually
to
they
begin the
pick
garden.
one that they like.
The younger whale remains close for the years after,
Interesting.
learning
It's
new
silly.
behavior from
Okay,
the
I'm
adult.
sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Who are we? Oh, that's
Not every
cool.
option available to a young whale is desirable.
Look at the little face peeking out there. Flying
This
one?
old-timer is welcoming, but our whale is visibly
You would need
uncomfortable.
quite. I feel like that would take quite a few years to develop for that one.
It isn't hard to imagine why. But on the other hand, another young Brillo might happily accept this body plan. What shapes such individual preference? Realistically, there are far
I
too
mean,
many
our
influences
mom
to
died.
chart,
That's
but from our limited data,
traumatizing.
There is one factor that stands out.
True, it would reign supreme.
We estimate that half of Brillos choose to replicate their own mothers.
That makes sense. That was
whale
our
displays
mom.
this
See, that
preference
was
towards
our
his
mom.
biological mother.
But we can't get our mom to help us because she's dead.
These ribbon plants are the same variety she once wore. Our calf returns here every day.
Thinking about
But
going
it is
with
no
this
use.
one.
This Brillo whale is deceased.
Oh,
Nothing but a cleaned skeleton remains beneath the foliage.
it's dead like mom.
Almost nothing.
Okay,
Our optics technician noticed a strange blip while alternating camera modes.
okay.
Zooming in and switching to infrared.
Oh, is
show an
that
ordinary thermal image.
our
As
cameras?
expected, the plants are close to the ambient ocean temperature.
Yeah, pure fungus. Pretty much all fungus.
But after several seconds, the intermittent blinking resumes.
Oh,
This is an
okay.
older model IR strobe, typically worn attached to the helmet or vest for identification in emergency situations. Upon retrieving the device and referencing the serial number, we can confirm
Okay.
this deceased whale was the first Brillo ever encountered by humans.
That's crazy.
The story dates back to the early days of Outpost Zeta's construction. A fishing boat captain ignored an ominous weather forecast and went to sea collecting crab traps.
Okay,
Conditions
okay.
deteriorated faster than his optimistic
Can't believe
assumptions.
we found the first ever, like, tagged
The
whale.
boat was smashed by a wave while returning to harbour.
That's
In the
awesome.
aftermath, 2 deckhands were found missing. Lodestar 1, a heavy aerial command ship able to withstand the violent winds, took off from Vajrapani Airport to begin the search.
Okay.
Scanning the roiling wave below, aided by GPS tracker and IR beacons, the 2 shipmates were located.
Nice. They were
together and
saved.
clinging for their lives to some unidentified debris.
Oh, was it the Brillo whale? I know what
Airplane
it
circled
is.
in the turbulent sky above, tracking the men until a rescue helicopter could arrive. After further storm-related delays, RRH 307 Kingfisher launched, flying low to keep beneath the still formidable clouds.
That's so
The
cool.
following are archive recordings from that day.
307 Kingfisher. 307 Kingfisher, we've updated your arrival coordinates. Confirm you've received.
Okay.
Solid copy, Lodestar. Received. Briefing said our guys were hiding in a cave. Is there a PIW?
Okay.
Negative. Survivors are inside some kind of raft. It's the raft that's now moving.
Uh-oh, it's the whale. Oh.
Okay, got eyes on it now.
Visual on the survivor, Captain.
Altitude. Altitude.
That's awesome.
Gonna bring it close as I can. Our guy won't be swimming far with these waves.
Mm-hmm.
Altitude. Altitude.
Copy that. Almost directly over him. Forward 15 feet. Hold.
Holding.
Rescue diver's checklist complete. Sending him down.
Okay, okay.
He's in. Video link is live.
Heads up, Kingfisher.
Uh-huh,
Couple
uh-huh.
big waves are headed your way. About 20 seconds.
Oh my god, this is so sophisticated.
I think he'll make it to the raft before the swell hits.
10 seconds.
Almost seems like the raft is moving towards it.
It's a whale. See? See? It's the whale.
Kingfisher? What's your status, Kingfisher? Respond.
Wait, did the whale eat us?
Yeah, everyone's all alive for now.
Oh.
If it was gonna eat him, it would have done it already, right?
It was just being nice. It is a little spoopy, especially if you weren't expecting it, but...
Let's get them in the chopper before we find out.
No, look at the eye.
Another one.
Great. Lodestar, any thoughts?
Just, dip out. Easy.
Felix, I don't think there's any protocol for this in the handbook.
It's a whale. Just let it be a whale. It won't bug
Yeah,
you.
hold steady for a moment. I think they're coming to us.
They're nice. They're just curious little creatures.
Dad.
Can we keep up, Dad?
Sea monster, then you'll have to feed and walk it yourself.
Oh, it's so sweet.
You think I'm not old enough to care for a pet? Diver's headed back down. Second rescue in progress.
Mm-hmm.
307.
They're nice,
Kingfisher.
small as a
Stars
human,
peeling
yes.
off. Good work down there.
Much obliged, Lodestar. We'll include you in the highlight reel.
It's so weird because you would think, like, as soon as they saw this, they would probably think it's like a one-off whale, but then later it'd be like, oh yeah.
I bet they flip.
The bio-nerds, here referring to scientists of Station Zeta Laboratories, soon received copies of this material. They did indeed flip.
That's crazy.
While it is interesting that the garden can partially survive on, none of it can be transferred without the living adult to help.
So, is this the one that saved them? Or was near there? Or, like, was the first one they started tracking, I guess? Oh, he wants Mom's
Our whale
build.
must find comfort in the familiar scent and touch.
Oh. You'll find
However,
another one,
time
buddy.
spent on what he cannot have is time wasted. Waiting too long to start a garden could bring other health complications.
What health
We'll have to
complications?
move on.
Just let him be
Our whale
free.
goes on a search for another plant-based Brillo. For reasons unknown, such Brillos are conspicuously absent this season. It seems as if anything resembling his mother has migrated elsewhere.
No, you migrated in the wrong
One single
direction.
exception is discovered. And he is a spectacular example of aquatic foliage. The
Yeah,
shape coat is as full and beautiful as the late mother's.
that's a
But not all
lot.
Brillos are welcoming. Day after day, he tries to draw the adult into play.
Oh,
after day
come on,
receives
just
the
play
cold
with
shoulder.
him. Just play with him.
This male has tunnel vision on the single purpose of mating. Babysitting is not on the agenda.
Maybe the ladies would like the kids, you know?
We watch an attempt to woo a female fail pitifully. She is clearly put off by his little sidekick,
Uh-oh.
tugging roughly on his leaves.
Oh.
Days of pent-up agitation are suddenly unloaded. Our whale is chased off at the point of a skewer.
Oh, he just wants to be
It may
like
feel
his
like
mom.
a painful sacrifice, but a plant body is not an option. There's a dizzying amount of other choices remaining, and one of them will have to do.
Oh.
Another morning dawns.
What about Rock Mom?
The nocturnal animals have returned to slumber,
Actually,
and the
Rock
frantic energy
Mom's
of
wasn't
diurnal
that
animals
good, so-
resumes. For our researchers, every day following the whale is a journey into an uncharted wilderness.
So I assume we've attached ourselves to him somehow. I don't know how, but as
Only a small
researchers.
fraction of the species here have been recorded.
Oh my
And there
god.
is so much inexplicable behavior to document.
Oh my god. The octopus has like everyone entangled.
Recent discoveries have centered on the varieties of coral crescent. The reef itself is now understood to be a multi-layered structure.
Yeah, reefs are crazy. It's crazy that they keep
The Great
dying.
Southern Reef is a fringing
Because we
reef.
really need them and we can't really rebuild them.
The inhabitants can be categorized into 3 zones based on depth.
Hmm.
The unique character of the southern reef is owed to the spire coral, which lives across.
Oops.
Spire coral can survive at the lowest depths, where it faces little
Okay.
competition.
Oh, that's cool. Wait, but then it just becomes
Once
more.
fixed to solid ground, spire coral stack atop one another, upwards towards the sunlight that will fuel more productive respiration.
Okay, okay.
Shallow water corals soon find these raised platform and perch themselves upon it.
So the spiral coral is the platform for the other coral. Just then the platform
This is
for
not
more
a cooperative
coral.
relationship.
Oh.
The spire coral is eventually smothered and dies.
Oh, that's unfortunate. R.I.P. spiral coral.
Under accumulated weight, the structural integrity is lost, and the spire shatters.
Uh-oh.
Collapse
That's
back
not
down
good.
to lower depths. Living spire coral can again re-emerge, and the cycle repeats unendingly.
Okay, as long as it continues.
This constant tossing and turning creates a porous and dynamic landscape, veined with small tunnels and dotted with caves.
Yeah.
Thousands of small animals make this subterranean environment their niche. For example, saltwater tadpoles spend their early life stages
Aw.
hidden underground, until they can emerge
Oh,
above
that's
as a
cool.
fearsome
This is an
predator.
actual frog.
Relative to their size, that is.
Very cool, very cool.
Progress and knowledge march forward through tireless work, but we often share in our young whale's bewilderment. Who is this?
Oh, I was gonna say, I don't even know what's happening there.
What is on his head? What is going on? We do not know.
Thank you.
Our whale runs away.
It is a
and we
rock
simply
type.
follow. One afternoon, it seems our young whale's persistent searching has been rewarded.
Oh.
A loud song heralds him from the distance. A Brillo hunting party returns. Their high spirits means that all had a good kill.
Let's
The
go.
group's leader is calling to our whale.
Oh.
Our youth remains in place but allows the adult to approach.
Does he want him to learn?
These whales are sophisticated pack hunters.
Okay.
The Chowper, a stupid but friendly shark, totally accepts the Brillos as their own.
Oh, that's sweet.
Compared to the painful transmogrification other Brillos endure, this silky costume is minimally invasive and provides maximum returns.
Okay.
And it's a plant. This successful symbiosis strategy is limited only by the pack's willingness to share it with others. An open invitation from the leader is a golden opportunity.
Hell yeah, we're getting the OP.
Something isn't right.
Uh-oh.
Our whale is fixated on the Chowper.
Oh. He's still
It is a tragedy that our
traumatized.
whale seems unable to tolerate sharks of any kind. He flees.
He's traumatized. Leave him be.
Over the weeks, we observe our subject whale becoming increasingly distressed.
Oh.
It is critical he suppress unpleasant feelings
It's
and adopt a symbiosis
like
plan.
when
A
they're
Brillo whale
in
cannot
high
survive
school
unplanted.
and they're like, you need to pick a major, you need to pick something when you're going out of college, and it's like, I don't even know what I want to do with my life. Ah, I know I need to go to college or university, I just don't know what I want to do.
He can perceive himself failing to integrate, of course, but the building internal
How's it
agitation
going?
is not
How's
a
it
force that will help
going?
him adapt better.
Hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. to just become a shark whale. He doesn't want to become a shark whale because he's traumatized because his mom and the other calf was also killed by a shark. It was a different shark, but it was a shark. I'm good,
Autumn
I'm
draws to a close.
good.
Several new varieties of brillo
We're
begin to
playing
arrive from
South
colder
Scrimshaw.
latitudes.
It's kind of like a documentary playthrough, but it's like kind of a fictional world with fictional animals, so it's a lot of just reading. But it's pretty cool, it's pretty cool. We kind of just watched this baby whale, a brillo whale. Kind of since he was born, his mom ended up passing away because of a shark attack, and he saw another calf die at the same time. They didn't get to move back from the breeding grounds with the pack because the herd had already left and they were too slow, and now he's trying to figure out what kind of brillo whale he wants to become, because brillo whales like take on like different plants and stuff, and plants and rocks and stuff.
These are mostly hunter archetypes who can live a life less dependent on the reef's concentrated bounty.
Okay.
A camouflaged whale waits for prey to swim near.
That's insane. Like, that's one of the brillo whales. Like, the brillo whales are crazy.
Active camouflage or adaptive camouflage.
I don't even
refers to
see the
skin
whale's
coloration that
eye.
can rapidly shift to match a changing environment.
But he's just made of octopi. Pussies.
These
I
octopus
don't
have
know.
linked their tentacle nerve endings together,
Uh-huh.
allowing them to network visual information between all bodies. Color change is omnidirectional, instant,
That's
and accurate.
crazy.
The swiftness and precision of these changes exceeds any Earth octopus ability.
Mm-hmm.
They are not the only example of animals here possessing very advanced skin chromatophores. Researchers hope to understand why they have evolved in more sophisticated fashion than their Earth counterparts.
Yeah, because that looks like a chameleon, but it's not quite.
While this documentary is restricted to its limited mandate,
Mm-hmm.
we believe in good faith that the following question is unavoidable and must now be answered.
Okay. What is it?
Why would a species on another planet have an Earth counterpart?
Mm-hmm. So this isn't Earth, but it's a possible Earth, right? Sorry, I'm glitching because I'm out of my camera's view for a second. So our Earth that we live on must be a different Earth than this Earth, and then it seems like a lot of people are in space doing space exploration, but a lot of them seem not to be okay with the pressure and just like moving on to this Earth. So that either means that this Earth is so different from our Earth, or people have just moved into space and are in space. So
Convergent evolution was the obvious first hypothesis.
oh, it's
This
a
is the
bat. Look
phenomenon
at you,
where different
Vale.
species can evolve similar features when faced with the same evolutionary pressure.
Okay.
For example, we can find similarities in the wings of unrelated flying vertebrates. Similar problems craft similar solutions.
It makes
While
sense.
this obviously still holds true, it is not the answer to our question. This lizard looks like an Earth chameleon. This whale looks like an Earth whale because they share a recent common ancestor with Earth animals.
Okay.
The true answer is directed panspermia.
Yeah, I mean, even our planet, technically, like, every creature evolves, like, just depending on what they need to, in order to survive, like, certain evolution things. It's, like, the same as, like, I've heard people, like, humans themselves are actually starting to lose, like, their, pinky toenails, just because we don't need that anymore. I don't know. Let's look at what the real
It is a
answer
mark
is.
of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it, so Aristotle advised us.
Okay.
In that high-minded spirit, we can look back at Francis Crick as one of biology's fearless thinkers.
Okay.
He is best known for his work with James Watson.
Never heard of the guy
structure
before.
DNA more than a century ago. This earned them and Maurice Wilkins the
Yeah,
Nobel
yeah,
Prize in
mine's pretty much the
Physiology and
same.
Medicine in 1962.
But, so I had a friend who was like an esthetician or like going to school to be one, and she thought it was so weird that I had one. She's like, so many people these days just don't have the pinky toenail. Like, I don't know why we had toenails evolution wise to begin with. But yeah, they're like, yeah, people are just slowly losing them. Like, people just don't need them anymore, so they're going away. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe humans will look a decent little bit different in the future than we are now. It'll take thousands of years, but it'd be kind of cool to see, you know?
Also uncomfortably acknowledged by 20th century colleagues as a proponent of directed panspermia that a deliberate extraterrestrial origin to life on Earth should be taken into serious consideration.
Okay.
While Crick's hypothesis fails to match our current best understanding, his unorthodox thinking landed him closer to the truth than any of his contemporaries could have believed.
What was his unorthodox thinking? Nails are weird. I hate nail stuff. That's one either. So I bite my nails, bad habit. I know it's bad, but I hate the idea of long nails because the idea of them getting stuck under something and getting caught. I'm good.
We were thinking about the problem at the right time.
I guess that was a real recording of that. So this is Earth.
Earth originated on Earth. Abiogenesis took place in deep-sea hydrothermal vents approximately 3.7 billion years ago.
Okay.
Recent history has revealed that 3 other planets also sustain life. Aria, Goz, and Earth 2 are affectionately referred to as sister planets of Earth due to their similarities. But it may be more accurate to call them Earth children.
Yeah, very yucky. Okay, so these are the other Earths. So that's original Earth, and these are the we are on. I think this is Aria's Earth that we're on. So they're babies of
They were
Earth?
barren until intentionally planted from Earth's highly evolved genetic stock.
Oh, so like we moved our animals to these planets and then they just developed into something. I think?
Isolated across light years of space, the forces of evolution then wrought divergent results.
Okay.
Along a different but always familiar timeline, all 3 bloomed into wonderful new cradles of complex life.
You think we could accidentally make humans again?
This brief summary does not do justice to the incomprehensibly convoluted and ongoing work of planetary curation.
So Earth goes to Aria and Aria goes to Earth. Aria goes to goes to Aria. Goes also goes to Earth, but the Earth 2 only has exchange between those
But
two.
suffice to say, even the professionals struggle to grasp a simplified understanding.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know science, man. Evolution. Okay, what's going on with the
This kind of
camouflage
strategy requires a
whale?
good deal of patience. Our whale, sensing the hunter, swims wide.
Mm-hmm.
The camo whale politely hails him. Other Brillo whales aren't the target of his trap.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Our whale replies with mistrust and leaves.
Come on, that would have
Something
been
is
a
wrong.
great option.
Our whale's once irrepressible curiosity has grown increasingly muted.
Oh, he doesn't... I need another grass type.
Even wonders like bioluminescence provokes no reaction.
Oh, he's so sad. I want him to stop
These
being
lamplighter fish are
sad.
practicing their jousting in preparation for the annual mating competition.
Mm-hmm.
The event is soon. It's only a one-night affair, and they will all die immediately afterwards.
Okay. That's
We think it
crazy.
would be quite the enriching spectacle,
Mm-hmm.
but the fish seem to be of no interest.
Oh, come on, buddy.
Our research objectives all involve how a planted Brillo changes gene expression throughout its life. An unplanted whale is no use to us.
Oh,
There is a fear that our biometric implants have been invested on a losing whale. But before we can discuss contingency plans, our Brillo finally begins to break bad habits. This unknown youth has snagged a lamplighter and presents it now to our whale. Perhaps he was enthused to share his catch and our whale happened to be closest.
he started making his own.
Brillo interactions can be opaque, but these two have clearly hit it off. For once, our whale does not withdraw. He is proactively engaging instead of passively responding.
Yeah, just dying immediately is not worth it. Oh,
It's a much welcome
we're
scene, but it
making
begs
a
the question, what changed?
friend.
What external factors could have contributed to a more outgoing posture? Did our cameras miss a life-changing event? Does this stranger
Maybe
seem less
they're just
threatening than all the
friends and we
others?
don't need to question it. He's happier now.
It is true that our whale, having been born outside the herd, has consistently lacked peer contact his own age.
It's a trap. No, don't let it be a trap.
Young brillos cannot transmit garden organisms between each other, so the interaction here probably feels less fraught
That's fine. Let him hang out.
than it might with an adult, who could permanently dose him with life-altering symbiosis. We hypothesize that juvenile Brillo association is a necessary prior step to adult
Yeah,
interaction.
you gotta socialize as a kid to know how to socialize as an adult. Like, look at me. I ain't that good at socialize. I'm kidding, I socialized a lot as a kid. I was quiet, but I did socialize a lot.
Regardless of how correct this assertion is, it successfully buys our study additional time.
Let's go.
The two whales spend the rest of the day playing, and are still chasing fish together when we leave them. Night falls.
I
But
wonder.
our whale is not asleep. GPS coordinates show he's swimming somewhere.
Oh,
As his aberrant behavior is still under scrutiny, the team moves to investigate. A
Okay.
spotlight is aimed overboard.
are we
discover
just
more
following
than
him?
just our whale. He is traveling with a pod of other youths. They all sing with curiosity at the sudden lights shining from above.
They're all
We
just
cut
having
the
a good
power to
time.
avoid further disturbance. It's soon clear where the Brillos are headed.
Where?
The first glimmers of action appear in the near distance.
Oh, they're going
The
to
night
the
of the
mating
lamplighter fish has
thing.
begun. The
Oh.
ocean starts to flash brilliantly as males battle for the attention of females. The weak are pierced open, spilling bioluminescence into the water.
A pot of orphans? No, these ones also have mothers. They're just going to watch the light show. God damn it. Ow. There's still, some of them are probably orphans, yes,
They
but
shine with complete indifference to predators attacking. Known as predator satiation, there are simply too many to all be eaten.
they're all gonna die anyways. They can just eat the leftovers.
His belly full of glowing fish bits.
Yeah,
our
but I
whale
think they
watches the
just kind
show
of
reach
snuck
its
away from their
climax.
parents right now.
It seems like he'll be up all night with the others.
I think so anyways.
Confident in his safety, we recall our camera drones to finish their scheduled recharge.
Oh. Ah, it's
By
bright.
blocking wave activity, the barrier reef creates a wide lagoon behind it. The placid water stretches for several kilometers before being overtaken by a mangrove forest. Parts are so shallow that they become exposed to air at low tide.
Makes sense.
At high tide, other areas are deep enough for a troublesome young whale to get lost in.
Oh. Are we lost? No.
His friends weren't adventurous enough to follow him today.
At least he's got friends
And
now.
for good reason, as our whale realizes once the water level starts to drop again.
Oh, no.
There's no time to play with the locals.
He's gotta go.
The outgoing seawater feeds to several deep channels. Whisked through the trenches, our whale rides the rip current to safety, with no control over where it's taking him.
Uh-oh.
After a lengthy ride,
Uh-oh. You just got friends. Don't get too
he
lost.
spat out far from where he began. This is the end of the Great Reef.
Oh.
It's exposed and dangerous territory, but our whale can't help himself from
No,
having a look
go
around.
home. Go home. I need you to be safe.
There's a sudden realization that he's being watched. Something is stirring within the cave behind him.
No.
It's another Brillo whale.
It's a Brillo whale.
Our whale approaches, but there is no friendly greeting.
Uh-oh, it might eat him.
This isolated loner is an exile from the herd.
Oh.
Banishment is reserved for excessive violence against fellow Brillos.
Oh.
Most likely it was a mating joust that escalated to fatal combat.
Then run away if you know they're
A
not.
deteriorated mental state from years of isolation is what has made him truly dangerous.
Yeah, run away.
Our Brillo can understand that a noiseless approach signals an attack. He whistles another greeting. It's met with an oppressive silence.
Run away.
The crown of a shark's jaw attests to this whale's staggering strength. But his secret weapon lies inside the crow's nest atop his hardened armor.
Oh. What is it?
The Vorpix octopus wakes when it senses a kill is imminent.
Oh.
He serves the role of a hunting partner who swims in advance.
Oh.
Usually it latches over the eyes of prey and attacks with its serrated beak.
Oh.
But when prey is so pitifully weak, he prefers to spectate.
Oh, run away, baby
But whale is far
whale.
from being scared. He's experiencing a whole other emotion.
He wants that
He
build.
knows
Oh.
this was unexpected. Abandoning caution, the calf sings and plays like he's found a new friend.
Oh. Buddy.
He goes in for a nuzzle and the harsh exterior cracks.
Oh.
How long has it been since the old-timer experienced any warmth of companionship?
Oh.
Maybe having a little apprentice killer won't be so bad. He grunts,
He's gonna
struggling
be
to
a
remember a song
murderer.
that isn't also a threat.
Oh.
This isn't the scene of bloodshed that the octopus wanted.
He gets the big going. He does.
It seems he's witnessed this cycle once before, as he knows what must be done.
Wait.
This animal is negligibly senescent.
Okay.
Meaning it expresses no evidence of biological aging.
Okay.
It's one of the only long-lived cephalopods that has not
Is he
been
gonna
culled.
grab a body for our buddy?
Our researchers suspect this octopus to be at least 4 centuries old, and cephalopods who survive so long possess a devious intelligence.
Okay. Okay, so he's smart.
The Vorpix presents our whale with a living piece of the armor plating.
Oh.
A quick feel for the soft spot,
Oh.
and the deed is done. When the young whale wakes up, the implant will already have sprouted roots to hold firmly fixed in his skin. With this major milestone now documented, the mobile lab departs and will not rejoin the whale again until his adulthood. Implants will continue to transmit information about his physical development for a 20-year remote observation period.
I
This
want to
also ends the
see it
documentary
though.
team's access to the whale and concludes the first phase of our project.
No.
For us, raw data is far less compelling than first-hand observation of his body being reconstructed. 20 years
wanna
is a long
see
time for
that.
impatient humans to wait. When we do meet our whale again, it is hard to guess now what we might find.
You're still waiting for part 2?
All the
Wait,
changes he
no.
experiences
You
over 2
can't do
decades will be
this to
witnessed in
me.
a single moment.
I'm so invested in the
It should be
story.
nothing short of a complete metamorphosis.
Wait, is that actually it? Wait. No. I want more. There's no way. What? See, it's not that crazy
This
as a
concludes
game.
South Scrimshaw Part 1. Please keep designated channels open for the transmission of Part 2.
Like, I like in this as a story. I'm so invested in it. I think it's super cool and stuff like that. It's not much of a game, but it's definitely. When did this game come out? Okay, we're gonna do some research. Nathan O'Marsh. Okay. No, why would you do this to me? It's crazy. Why? Why? Whoever did the art too, like that was really good. Okay. I need to do some research. Let me do some research real quick. Okay, okay, okay. South Scrimshaw Part 2. Oh? Oh, there's early access. It is unlikely I'll finish until sometimes in 2025. 2025 is this year. The project's equivalent animated feature film produced by one artist. Okay. Up to the end of chapter 5, there is... Okay, so they're saying 2025. There's no actual release date. Although, the last time they did put an update... Chapter 5 was slated for release in the second quarter of 2024. I don't see that has happened, so... I'm adding to my wish list. I am adding. When did this first game come out? Like, I mean, I liked the style that it was in this original. Like, I would be fine if we just got the same kind of thing, you know? Yeah, no, I like that story. I definitely recommend people, if they want to, like, going just to even just check out the game. Like, I don't, like, it's not much of a game. It's definitely just like a follow along and read the story, but the story has you invested enough that it's like, I don't care that this isn't like a game. Like, you're not really picking anything beside what information you get revealed to you. Even then, it's only, I don't know, we clicked on maybe 15, I'm thinking closer to 12 little additional tidbits of information. Alright, where's my Steam? Yeah, where's my... Yeah, I literally 100% of the game. There was 2 achievements. Oh my god. Okay. This was 2023, so it's actually... It is visual novel, but you didn't really get to make any of the decisions. It was kind of like visual novel walking sim-esque, you know? No walking, though. Okay. Yeah, so it was... 2023, it's not too long ago. It wasn't too long ago. Let me go into the discussion section of this game and see if there's anything going on about... Okay, okay. Okay. I wonder... Okay. I guess not. There's so many people that are like, oh, part 2. What's chapter 5? Because I guess the early access was just going to be chapter 5, which still hasn't happened, but that's fine. Okay, yeah, there was stuff in 2024. The art book DLC came out close to the end of 2024, which means they really were... They might just be trying to get more funds and stuff like that, depending on like the artist and stuff like that. I don't know, it was interesting. I liked it a lot. I liked the story. Like I said, it was much of a game, like it wasn't something to really play, but I do think it's definitely a good experience. I 100% recommend checking it out for yourself, especially if you missed some of it. Hey Vibin, how's it going? How's it going? Yeah, I'm trying to like it was kind of like just like reading a book, and that was perfectly fine. It kind of worked well. I am kind of interested to know more about the world, and it's like, okay, this Nathan O'Brien guy, I guess, was his name Nathan O'Brien, the developer? I don't remember. But like, he developed like this really cool story. Is this like based off of something? Excuse me, or is it like South Scrimshaw specific? Like, did he just make up this world and is doing these like documentary style things in them? Sorry, I'm breaking because I'm typing too much. Ooh, fun. I hope your photo class was fun. I hope you got all the cool pictures and stuff like that. Is this an editing class or a photo capturing class? Okay, so he does stream. His name is Nathan O'Marsh. Okay. Okay, he streams and stuff like that, so that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. So yeah, we'll add it to the wish list, so if the game comes up we can definitely check it out. Because I would love to play through the next part, the next chapters. But yeah, I think that's it for tonight. I don't think there's anything else to. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I have a little bit of experience with Photoshop. I took a couple editing and capturing classes, like photography wise, but I'm not the best with editing software. I do my best, but I'm not the best. I feel a lot more comfortable with I guess Illustrator than I do with Photoshop, but I like Premiere. I tried, see, and the hard part was, so I used Premiere for a while for my video editing, and I switched to DaVinci because I didn't want to pay for. It was something I didn't want to pay. I was using a friend's account, and then we got found out that we were sharing an account, so then I ended up buying and getting my own account again. Because DaVinci was good. It was good, it's just so different. I'm like, I'm so used to the other, like, format and stuff like that. It's just slowed down more than I already was. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do things my way and hope for the best. And I mean, it works out well, but yeah, no. I'm trying to think of, I did a little goofy mansion that was spooked up and stuff like that, but other than that, I didn't do too much crazy stuff. But yeah, I always think editing is fun. It's always fun when you do some goofy edits as well as like some really cool, sweet, just when you take a picture of something and you're like, that's a good photo, like maybe following rule of thirds or the golden rule and stuff like that or whatever it may be, and then you edit it and it's just like, oh, it looks extra crisp, and it's like, it's such satisfying work. It does take a while, it's a lot of sitting at a computer, but it is very satisfying. I've not had to edit like an actual photo in a very long time. I use Photoshop sometimes for my thumbnails and stuff. I think my last one, yeah, the hook, line, and love was Photoshop. Because I find the drawing, I use Krita for drawing and I find it a little easier to draw stuff there, but yeah. Alright, let's figure out who we're gonna raid, because I think we're gonna end stream here. Yeah, I don't think we've got anything too crazy going on. If you guys want to vote for what you guys want to do for community night on Thursday, you guys get to play games with me, and we get to just chill and have a good time. And I unfortunately accidentally set the poll for 24 hours, so the poll will be open longer, but I might just have to redo the poll as a second poll, but I'll add up everyone's votes and we'll figure it out at the end. This week, what did I put for this week? I put a few options. I think we had 4. Or your Phasmophobia, Gartic Phone, Just Act Natural, and Overwatch 2. Those are the options. So whatever ends up getting picked, we'll play, we'll vibe, we'll do that. And on top of that, we've got our 18-hour fundraising stream starting at 9 AM on Sunday. We're going to be streaming for 18 hours to raise money for my friend whose cat needs a really expensive teeth surgery, and we're going to raise some money just to kind of help her out and hopefully contribute to taking a little bit of the financial burden off. And there are community incentives as well as personal incentives, so you can do, if you donate, I automatically have to do a bean boozled, or you can add an item on screen. Mind you, they'll be small because I don't need my entire screen just covered with things and I'm unable to watch, or you guys are unable to watch anything, or get community goals like making me eat some spicy food. If you guys want to make me a pizza again, last time the pizza was fine, but there was no sauce and no cheese. Okay, it was a garlic sauce and cheese. No cheese. There was no cheese on my pizza last time you guys made me a pizza. It was pretty crazy. I have it in the picture section of the Discord somewhere, but yeah. Yeah, no, it was fine, but like, you don't realize how much the cheese holds everything together, because like I got, what did I get? I forget what I got, but I had like some peppers on it, I think, and maybe some mushrooms and stuff. And it was a garlic sauce, so it was like a very thin, like, white sauce. It wasn't even that white, like, it was barely sauce. It almost looked like buttery sauce. It wasn't buttery. But like, all the veggies were just constantly falling off, so it was kind of just eating like bread with a bit of garlic sauce and then trying to hold the vegetables on while it fell apart. I know they tried to get me a Justo pizza last time. That was one of the options, but it pretty much works where like I just give you guys some ingredients and we vote. I know. That's why I'm like, oh, I can never order from there again, but I might have to. And be like, hi, it's me again, the weirdo. Because you have to go somewhere that does like custom pizzas like that. So I think last time I actually ordered right off the site. I didn't use like a app or anything like that. Like, I literally ordered off the site to get it like that, which worked out fine and well, but it's just like, oh, I'm such a weirdo. That's fine. It's fine. Alright, I guess we should raid somebody. Who should we raid? It'd be weird if I mean, they don't know I'm a streamer, so they know I'm not doing that for any specific reason other than just ordering because I'm weird. But I assume they get a lot of other weird ones, right? They have to. There's no way that they don't get weird requests. I feel like the no cheese isn't that weird. If let me cope. Okay, I think we're gonna go right into Pandu 4, also known as Shad. They are a brown panda VTuber and are a super cool, awesome human being, and they have a lot of cool art of their character. And they have a lot of really fun and cool redeems, and they're just an overall sweet, super cool being. And it looks like they're kind of on their Minecraft arc. I'm pretty sure that they are. Wait. Why is my raid? Oh, wait, it's not ready yet. I was like, oh, is it trying to raid immediately? It's not. But yeah, looks like they're kind of on their Minecraft arc. I know they said the other day that they were playing a lot of Minecraft, and I'm pretty sure they're in an SMP or something of the sorts, maybe? Or not, no, sorry. They're in, like, mods or something. They've got a whole whack of mods and stuff going on. But anyways, here are their raid messages. Feel free to use them. If not, that is also a-okay. But, yeah, make sure you guys take care of yourselves. Make sure you get food, water, sleep, do whatever you guys need to do to take care of you. And, I'll see you guys on Thursday for community night. Don't forget to vote. You guys, yes, you get to pick what we get to play. And, I'll see you guys then. Goodbye, good night, rest well.